Hey guys, it's Queen Osset Haru. I'm making this video again in my apartment in beautiful Costa Rica. And I have another exciting edition today of Ask an Aquarius. Okay, so this particular topic is a topic that's very familiar with me. Someone asked me to discuss the relationship between the Aquarius and the Capricorn. Now, Capricorn and Aquarius is my least favorite combination. I told somebody the other day that I would marry a Cancer and put up with their crap until I snapped before I would even consider dating a Capricorn. And the reason why is because Aquarius and Capricorn do not belong in romantic relationships. Any relationship we have is going to be a difficult one, and especially difficult in a romantic relationship. Now remember, I am always the advocate. I always tell you guys that any relationship can work, even the Aquarius and Capricorn. Depending upon the rest of the chart, it's a number of factors. You can't just use the sun sign, obviously. But the bottom line is that any vibration can work. This is just a very difficult one, another very difficult one. And the reason why is because the very thing that attracts the Capricorn to the Aquarius is also the very thing that is going to break them up eventually. Let me explain. The Capricorn is drawn to the Aquarius because the Aquarius is beautiful. The Aquarius is fun. The Aquarius is exciting. The Aquarius likes to go places and do things. The Aquarius is everything that the Capricorn is not. The Aquarius is free-spirited, and that freeness, that independence is something that the Capricorn, a lot of Capricorns long for. Even the ones that are like single, a lot of times won't have that free-spirited nature to them. So they love that. They love that about the Aquarius. It's a very sexy, a very attractive draw. And that's how these two end up together. The Aquarius loves the fact that the Capricorn has nice things. We love that. We love the things. We love the stuff that they buy us. We love the stuff that they have. We love the places that they go. They have a lot of luxury and a lot of comfort whenever they go anywhere. And their homes are usually beautiful and luxurious and comfortable. So the Aquarius really does like that. So these two come together because of that. But the problem is, again, like I said, what brings them together is what tears them apart. The Capricorn will love the Aquarius to come into this beautiful home or these resorts or wherever it is they're at. And they love that. But the Capricorn is controlling. Extremely controlling. They're like puppet masters, and and the Aquarius again likes to be free. So the Capricorn is thinking, okay, this person is free spirited, but they'll be with me, like they'll get to harness you, they'll get to have you like a caged bird, and that's not going to happen with the Aquarius. The Aquarius is going to hang around for a little bit of time, and they're going to break free. They may come and go. They may break away and come back to you, back and forth, But for the most part, they're going to break free, and you're never going to truly possess and control them. And that is going to cause a lot of problems with this duo. That's going to cause a lot of issues. The Aquarius' constant need for space and constant need for freedom, and the Capricorn's constant need to control the environment. And it's like, the Capricorn wants to control their own environment. And if you're a part of that environment, then you have to act the way the Capricorn wants you to act and be who the Capricorn wants you to be. The Capricorn doesn't care who you want to be, what you want to do. They don't care about those kind of things. They want you in their drama. Wherever you are in their chess game, they want you to play that role. And when you do not play the role, the Capricorn gets very upset with you. If you play the role, things go fine. I'll give you a perfect example. I was seeing this woman off and on for many, many years, a Capricorn. And in my lifetime, I've had a lot of Capricorns in my life. My favorite person is a Capricorn. My grandmother. My grandmother is my favorite person of all time, and she's a Capricorn. Now, she died when I was 7, so I don't really have a good gauge on how our relationship would have been as I got older, because I'm sure some of those issues probably would have came up, but I'm not too certain. However, I married a Capricorn male. My only husband was a Capricorn. My mother is a Capricorn. My sister is a Capricorn. I have an aunt and uncle who are Capricorns. I have a couple cousins who are Capricorn. My least favorite supervisor was a Capricorn. And this woman that I'm getting ready to tell you a story about, who I dated off and on for many, many years, is a Capricorn. Well, okay, so I said all that to tell you that I have a lot of experience with dealing with this vibration. And again, in my own home, my mother and my sister are Capricorns, and me and my father were Aquarius. So I grew up with this Aquarius Capricorn dynamic. So I have it ingrained in me, you know. Well, anyway, so this female that I said was a Capricorn that I dated off and on. I'm going to give you a perfect example with this story of the Capricorns' need to control and the Aquarius' need to be free. One of the last times that I ever really seriously considered seeing her, I'll never forget. It was a beautiful spring day. It had just become spring in Philadelphia, and I was still living there at the time. This is a long time ago. And it was a beautiful day, and I was in my Jeep, my favorite black Jeep, and I had the music blasting, and I was smoking, and I had the sunroof down, and I was feeling like, yeah, and I was going to go pick up this Capricorn. So I get to the house, and I pull up, and I stop the car and turn the engine off, and she comes outside, and she's like, well, can you stop smoking, and can you turn that music down, and can you do this, and can you do that, and why is this in the seat, and da-da-da, and just went in, like, ruined my whole vibe. Because Aquarius, that's one thing about the Aquarius who is in a good space. We are chilling so hard I thought I would freeze. So here I am chilling hard, doing me, and here she come with the it. And all of this is about controlling the environment so it's comfortable for her. She didn't care that I was chilling. She didn't care that I was having a good time. She wanted me to close the sunroof because she thought it was too cold. I thought it was perfect. She didn't care. She didn't even want to talk about it or even compromise about it. It was, I'm getting in the car, so everything has to be good for me, how I want it right now. And she did this in every environment we went to, even other people's homes. Anywhere we went, the environment had to be how she wanted it to be, and the person that she was with had to be behaving how she wanted them to behave. And like I said before, this is a very typical Capricorn Aquarius type situation. So the Aquarius at this point is deflated and thinking to themselves, I'm not doing this again. Immediately, that's where our mind goes to, is escaping. Escaping. So me and her would see each other, then not see each other, off and on for many, many moons, until finally I moved away. But the point of the matter is that this Capricorn Aquarius dynamic is often not good for those reasons. Now, the Capricorn Aquarius do have great sex. When they're in a decent romantic relationship, the sex life is really compatible, actually. The Aquarius likes more sex than the Capricorn, but the Capricorn does like sex, so it goes pretty good. The Aquarius has to deal with the tone down a little bit, because you're not going to get it I didn't get it as much as I wanted it. So the tone down is a little bit something for some of us. But like I said before, it's good when it does happen, and some Capricorns are just as ready as the Aquarius. So the sex life, really, you don't see too many problems there. The biggest problems you see with Capricorn is that, like I said before, they're controlling and they're possessive. And the Aquarius will seem very irresponsible to the Capricorn, because the Aquarius is all about how we follow in our gut. And so Capricorns are more about home, family, tradition. And the Aquarius is okay with tradition, but we don't do tradition for tradition's sake. If we like the tradition, if it's a good tradition, if it feels good, we'll do the tradition. If it's something that is outdated to us or something that is counterproductive, we're not going to do it. And to a Capricorn, that can seem very irresponsible. Somebody, for example, would say about a Capricorn said about her elderly father, she was like, well, I have to take care of him. And I'm like, well, technically, no, you really don't. You don't have to take care of him because, number one, he was never even in your life. And to a Capricorn, that is like blaspheme, like, this is my father, I'm going to take care of him. And I'm like, you don't even know him. You just met him in the past 3 years. And now he's sick and you have to take care of him because it's your duty as a daughter. And in her heart and in her mind, that was how the tradition goes. And to a lot of people, that's how the tradition goes. But to me, as the Aquarius, I'm like, that is not your responsibility. So to sum, to sum up that aspect of it is that the Capricorn believes in a lot of very traditional ideas, and sometimes them ideas just aren't accurate. Sometimes they're outdated, and sometimes they just don't apply. But the Capricorn will, hold themselves to these things, and then be angry about the fact that, in this case especially, now she's angry about the fact that she's taking care of her father and what a burden it is, but nobody said you had to take on this in the first place. You're the one who decided that tradition states that the daughter should care for the father that you didn't even know. So, it's one of those kind of things. That's how they are. They're very stubborn. They're like goats in that way. They're very stubborn, and when they get their mind on something, they stick to it. They have a very hard time emotionally connecting to others and expressing their feelings. Depending, of course, on the person. Somebody with more water in their chart probably wouldn't have that problem. They have a lot of issues, and between them and the Aquarius, it's not usually a very easy match. Romantically speaking, I would definitely avoid it. And if I fell in love with a Capricorn, you just going to have to work through those issues. You're going to have to discuss the control. The Capricorn is going to have to admit and accept. And this is the hard part, admitting and accepting. Here's that stubborn goat part. They're going to have to admit and accept that some of their behavior as far as being controlling and possessive is not appropriate. And they have to stop it. And the Aquarius has to realize that the Capricorn is right about a lot of things about home, money, family. Some of those things they are right about, especially money. Especially money. And the Aquarius will do stupid stuff with their money, or they'll do spontaneous stuff with their money. And the Capricorn will be trying to tell them the right thing to do with it. So, the Aquarius should definitely listen in that capacity, as far as money is concerned, career, stability. The Capricorn is really good with stuff like that. So if you're an Aquarius, those are some good things. Now, the Capricorn Aquarius friendship is one that can work. Like I said before, I have a lot of family members that are Capricorn. The friendship energy is good. My cousin who's a Capricorn, he's cool. The friendship energy is pretty good. We do have good conversations. We laugh and joke. Capricorns are very funny. And when the Aquarius and Capricorn get together, they laugh so hard. So the friendships can be pretty good. I have had some good, platonic friendships that were really good with Capricorns. But like I said, it's just the romantic aspect that I really would be very cautious with. And you're going to have to get past a number of those areas. Like I said, with independence, you're going to have to really get past those areas to be able to stay together. Otherwise, you're going to start hating each other. When I was married to my Capricorn, oh my God, it got to the point where I would see him driving up after work. And I would go upstairs. I was like, shit, there he come. And that's not how you want to feel about your significant other. It's like as soon as he came home, the party ended. The fun ended. The happiness, the laughter, the jokes. I might have my friends over, might be drinking, chilling. And to the Capricorn, here I am, chilling when they're out doing something productive, So that's the that's the irresponsible part in their mind. And then he come home and the party is over. Like he just dampened the whole mood, just downed everything, Again, wanted everything to be in his way, how he wanted it, where he wanted to change the TV. If we all sitting there chilling watching something, he wanted to play his PlayStation. I mean, it just... I just got crazy. And that's why I said, as the wife in this situation, I just couldn't take it. I felt very trapped. I felt so trapped, and I just felt unhappy. but I felt dependent, like I needed him, like financially speaking, like I needed him. I needed him to pay for things. I needed him to do things, and so I had to put up with him, and that's not good, because what ends up happening is you end up resenting the person. So what I had to do, and I was a young girl when this happened, I had to get off my behind and I had to get independent, like financially independent. And that's basically, what I did. I went back to college, I got a job, I did what I had to do. But that's the thing about the Aquarius and the Capricorn, is that the connection between them is fragile at best, especially, like I said, in a romantic relationship. Now, if they're family members, it's going to be difficult as well. It's easier when it's a cousin or something like that. More difficult when it's a parent. I would hate to have to be the parent of an Aquarius child, period. To be honest with you, because the Aquarius is just like all over. They just need so much. So I would have a real hard time with that myself. But as a Capricorn, it's especially difficult, because as a Capricorn, you're constantly trying to get your Aquarius child to be more like you, and your Aquarius child is the exact opposite. They're the exact opposite of you. So, and that's the struggle. The Capricorn is always trying to get the Aquarius to be more like them. And the Aquarius, I think, is always trying to get the Capricorn to be more like them. Like it's like the the back and forth. Like the Aquarius is like, be more spontaneous, be more independent, be more open minded, and the Capricorn is screaming back, be more responsible, be more in the house, be more interested in money and business and family. And they're both yelling at each other, basically things that aren't bad for either one of them, but they want the other to be like the other, and that's just not their nature. It's just not their nature. This vibration is really a difficult one. The Aquarius is an air sign, and the Capricorn is a earth sign. And in some cases, the earth will ground the air. It will ground it. It'll pull it down, like we see in the case of the Capricorn with the Libra. They're able to ground the Libra. But it doesn't really work with the Aquarius. The Aquarius is like, I'll fly away. As soon as you try to ground an Aquarius, they fly away. And they'll get further and further away. They may come back and forth, but they fly away. They become intangible, like ethers. You're like, where's my Aquarius? And they're just gone, And it's not because the Aquarius doesn't love you. It's because the Aquarius is tired of being restricted, and that it feels like control. That control is like, ugh. And another thing I'll say about Capricorns before I go, Capricorns always bust up the flow. And I said this just now when I was talking about my ex-husband. They always bust up the flow. I don't care how hard you're chilling. Don't start chilling until the Capricorn is already in the room. Let them establish the atmosphere and then chill. Because if you are chilling and a Capricorn comes into the space, you're going to be pissed, because they're going to come into the space and they're going to rearrange the space, like I said before. And they don't care that you're chilling. They don't care that you like the space the way that it is. So yeah, this is my least favorite vibration. I think that if you are in a relationship like this, it's going to be difficult. If you love that person, these are my ideas for making it work or trying to make it better. The two of you are going to have to just, really do a lot of compromising, a lot of communicating. The Capricorn likes to shut off, and so does the Aquarius. And both of them have the bad temper. They both have the kind of tempers that they hold things in and then they explode. And they might explode at the same time. They might explode at different times. But this couple is a very volatile one. This couple can fight. This couple can really fight. I mean, verbally, physically. Capricorns and Aquarius have a tendency to get into physical altercations. So this is a combination that that's very difficult. I'm very leery about. So if you're in this kind of situation, take all these things into consideration and just be prepared to do a lot of work. If you really love this person, you really want to be with this person, this is a commitment you're going to have to make. You're going to have to both make a commitment to changing, modifying the parts of your nature that are going to ultimately break you up. That's what you're going to have to do. And you're going to have to work together. You're going to have to be honest with each other. You're going to have to trust each other. You may need to go to therapy. You may need like a spiritual counselor or something. And it's going to have to work on it every single day. This is not something that you can just, kind of work on. This vibration is not an easy one. This is like I said before, my least favorite vibration, and probably the most difficult one I've ever come across to try to work out. I've never really worked out a really good relationship with a Capricorn. Never really. I have okay ones, or like my friends, my Capricorn friends, platonic friends, those are the best ones. And that's why I said earlier the friendships are the best ones. But anything like romantically, I've never been able to work out a romantic relationship with a Capricorn. Even a little something something, never. Something always goes majorly wrong. So that is my feelings about the Aquarius and the Capricorn. And for those of you who are in this mix, I really hope that this video helps you. And like I said, just make a commitment. Make a commitment to making it happen. And if you can do it, let me know in the comments. Let me know how you did it. Because I would love to see that. I would love to hear about it. See you later, guys.